Hi guys, I'm Johnny G, an American bare knuckler. I've seen a lot of fighters out there lately who call themselves bare knucklers using hand wraps or even soft leather work gloves turned inside out when they actually fight. Hey, this is not bare knuckle fighting. This is bare knuckle means bare fisted, no protection whatsoever. And by the by, it's a proven fact that the bare fist generates more power in a punch than a boxing glove, an MMA glove, or even hand wraps. So if we really want to maximize our punching power and finish off our opponent as quickly as possible, which should be the objective out there, it behooves us to use our fist as they are, a natural and powerful weapon. So how do we condition the fist without hurting them? Well, I've watched quite a few videos on YouTube right now concerning fist conditioning. And the problem is, I see it is this. A lot of them involve hitting hard objects. And most of them involve hitting surfaces that have no give to them. Now this is going to create a problem. It's counterproductive. The objective here is to harden the striking surface of the fist and desensitize the nerves of the bone, not create an injury, not injure the bone, or create stress fractures. So what I'm going to do here today is to show you an exercise, a conditioning exercise and sequence that will allow you to harden the striking surface of the fist and condition the bone without increasing the odds of injuring the bone. After all, injured fist means loss of training time. Loss of training time means loss of fights, which in turn means loss of income. I believe you're all familiar with the fist push-up. It's an effective method of allowing us to toughen up the surface of the fist and to allow the bone to bear weight without creating excessive impact. What we're going to show you today is a variation of the fist push-up using a wet towel. Now this method is going to allow us not only to condition and callus the peaks of our knuckles, but to also address the valleys in the skin in between them, thus creating a unified calloused surface of our entire knuckle. Alright, so what we want to do is take a bath towel or even two small hand towels, soak them in water, wring them out slightly, and assume the push-up position, like so. You want to get a slight angle, like a diagonal punch in your position, and as we push, we want to twist or torque our hands out. And then as we come back up, we want to twist them back in. This twisting motion allows the towel to get into all the little nooks and crannies of the knuckle and basically acts like a piece of sandpaper, right? Desensitizing the nerve and aggravating the skin and thus toughening it up. You want to do, if possible, about 20 to 25 of these. Start with one sit, one time a week, and move on up to 2, possibly 3 sets, probably no more than twice a week. The second aspect of this process is actually going to involve striking with the fist. Now, you can use a medicine ball if you want, or even a brick covered with a carpenter sponge and duct tape to strike with. Those are fine. But the truth be told, I recommend, seriously folks, creating your own homemade maze bag if you don't have one already. And ideally, you want this maze bag to weigh anywhere from 15 to 25 pounds. This one happens to weigh 22. Now, there's 2 phases to this process. The first phase involves simply standing in front of the maze bag and striking it with your fist about 20 to 25 times using, obviously, both fists. Now you want to work on contact and punching through the target as you do this phase. It'll help you out immensely in your punching ability. And after you've done this for a couple of weeks, what you want to do is to graduate, if you will, to actually using combinations and sparring with the bag, like so. Okay guys, I recommend using common sense where this conditioning program is concerned. Start out slowly, like 1 time a week, and progress moderately to 2 times and then 3 times a week. When you're hitting the bag, as you get into that next stage, you can begin to, like, when you first start out hitting the bag or the maze bag, go about 2 or 3 minutes without gloves. Feel your way through that, you know, and what's going to happen is you're going to feel your fist toughening up. And then go ahead after a couple of minutes, so you get too red or you actually feel, start feeling the strikes before the fists go numb, go ahead and put your hand wraps on or your MMA gloves or whatever you're using during your normal workout routine. Remember, use common sense, guys. We don't want to risk injury here. For lack of a better phrase, we're talking about, when we talk about our fists, we're talking about our life's blood. Well, that's it for today. Till next time, I'm Johnny G, the American Bare Knuckler, signing off.